Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Eagles going up against the Rams. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Gracias, Larry, and EA Sports coverage of the NFL expanding across borders again as we are in La Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico City. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and our home team. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll turn and throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action here on first down. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The defense here for the Rams.
Robert Quinn gets to the quarterback as well as any defensive end in the league. A lot of it goes back to his high school wrestling background. He understands leverage and hands as well as anyone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Ertz has it left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is, if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football. But the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run out of. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. 3rd down here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion. And the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Play clock winding down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 12 yards to go on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
Let's go! Flex round!
Throwing Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll run it here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after getting
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
Taken from just outside the 30. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They're going to look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So completion on second down, that brings up third. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Detroit!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down deep in their territory. Red zone opportunity. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Detroit! Over! Back down to Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Marty.
They come out here in the eye.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Leopard. All right, now look at 56. Set. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Rams getting set to go now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
This is Marshall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And tough starting field position here.
Green 39! Green 39! No. Check. Patriot!
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They come out here in the I. Going to give this time to the tailback. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And take it right at the 35. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 40 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5.
Let's go. There we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
Now Jones. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. You got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
In motion is Grant.
Watch it now, Marty. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over. Leopard.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything.
Touchdown! Their big tight end, 56 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Back now in Mexico City. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing Jones. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Let's go, Ohio!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out here in the eye. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down following the run. And the wideout in motion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. Another pistol look here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Jones. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Looking to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now
and the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get it.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Rams are going to get a 1st down. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.